And what's even a better time, Star Wars Battlefront 2. This is the greatest hits version. Now, what if we did Battlefront 1 with different levels from Episode 3, and you got to play as Yoda and some of the other guys with like Obi-Wan and Darth Vader? That was cool. Fight more of the greatest Star Wars battles any way you want. Such a good game. So fun. I remember also getting this like around 2005, 2006, and me and my brother playing this. Those times will never compare. There's the manual. There's the greatest hits disc. And this game was even more popular online. At one point people were like trying to say, well, you know, for those who don't have an original Xbox, or this is like Halo. And in some ways it kind of was like Halo. It was like Star Wars Halo. That's kind of what I call this, in a way. Except it doesn't have a real, like, cohesive story or anything like that. Just, like, how Halo plays and how this game plays were very similar. But yeah, great game. And there should have been Battlefront 3, but it never happened. Underrated game right here. Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects. Probably one of the darkest games I've ever played as a kid. There were so many like ways you could play the story, and every character had their own story, so it made you a reason to go back and play the character, like play like different characters, to go through their backstories and everything. And some of these backstories of these characters, like Elektra and Venom and Spider-Man, were actually so good. I know it was based on a comic book series of the same name, and I heard that was really, really cool when it came out. And if any of you have ever read those comics, let me know, because I definitely want to try to check those out for sure. Anyway, Rise of the Imperfects, great game. Very enjoyable. Yeah, definitely pick it up. It's probably best on PlayStation 2, in my opinion. And it had online play, which is interesting. Another one of my favorite games, also very hard, The Punisher. This was based on the Thomas Jane. Was it Thomas Jane who did the voice? I want to say it was, but I could be wrong. I know it came out during the Thomas Jane film. Anyway, this game's great. You get to kill people and you get to like torture them, and you get have sort of, you get to. It's really tough though, especially the final boss. The final boss I spent hours on. But if you could get past that, if you could get the hang of it, it's really fun. I know it's also on original Xbox. I think it's also on PC, because my friend has the PC version. Alright. Last couple parts here, or games here for this part. Red of Ring. Another one of the games I got at a closing down video store. It's a strategic warfare game. I played a little bit of it. It's okay. It's another one of those games. It's kind of like the Army Men games, the strategic Army Men, where you have to like kind of plan out your attacks, and you know, unless if you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to have a good time. I still need to practice on these games to really get the hang of it, and I probably could, because I heard this is actually a really, really, really long game. It's actually worth some money too. Does this have the original? Oh, it does. Oh my gosh. Purchased November 3rd, 2002. I'm not going to say the guy's name. But that video store receipt is where I got this game. So they bought it in like 2002. And apparently they returned, or they may have rented it in 2002. Because my video store used to actually rent games. Look at that cover. Spider-Man 3. Next to... what was that other game? Miles Morales. This is actually my least favorite Spider-Man game. Why? Well, it could have been great. It's another one of those situations where when this game came out, I don't think the movie had come out yet, so they were given limited resources to the movie and what the story held. It's pretty similar to the movie. I'm not gonna lie, I think they had a lot more access. You wanna know what the thing that I didn't like about this game, though? The fact that they added so many villains and other characters from other Spider-Man games just to pad out the time of the game. Like, seriously, we didn't need Lizard in this game. Or Kraven. I don't understand why Kraven and Lizard were added in this game. Or Dr. Connors, or whatever, you know. I think Lizard... And I also have this game on PS3. Wow, look at that. Look at that awesome manual. Look at this. Boop, 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 boop. No, barely anything. Barely jack. But anyway, I still have it. I actually used to have it for PC too. It ran like piss on PC. I think it was this version too. Where I was playing it, and my computer ran it so freaking slow. I tried like removing one of the doors, like opening the doors, and because my freaking game was so slow, it wouldn't even register. So I got rid of it. It was that bad. But as a whole, it's okay. It's just okay. It's better than Miles Morales, I'll say that much. Yeah. Cars. You either love this game or you hate it. I love it. I think it's a pretty solid driving game. Of course, it follows the movie loosely, and I say that loosely because, again, I think they were kind of given limited resources. But once you beat the game, that's just kind of it. You could just unlock other stuff too. I beat this game 100%. And what did I get out of it? Nothing. But I still have it, and I still have good times with it. I also have the sequel on Wii. It's okay. Don't expect anything groundbreaking or anything. And don't 100% it. If you think you're going to get something, just don't. Sonic Heroes. Yeah, Sonic on a Sony console. Who would have ever thought that? I didn't realize it at the time, but now I'm thinking, like, Sonic was on a Sony console for the first time. Who would have thought? Like, because there's a whole thing with, like, Sega could have partnered with PlayStation and Sony, but they didn't. And then when Sony went bankrupt with the Dreamcast, they're like, hey, remember us? We can release your games on our platform. So, and it was weird also seeing it on a Nintendo. And I think it was on Xbox too. So, like, it was on all platforms. So that must have been really weird for Sonic fans. Anyway, this is the worst version of this game. People will say, like, this is the last... Either... It's very divided. Some people say this is the last good Sonic game. Sonic's PlayStation 2 debut. Some people say this is the worst Sonic game. Some people say this was the best Sonic game. Or the last best Sonic game. Or the first worst. I happen to love this game. It could have done without some of the story. And I do like the soundtrack too. I have memories with it. It's not bad, but like I said, it's definitely a division towards fans. You either love it or hate it. And I love it. Some people will even go as far as to say Shadow the Hedgehog was the last good Sonic-related game. And some people say Sonic Adventure 2, so it's really just kind of divided, but I still like this game. I spent a lot of time on it, that's for sure. So it's doing something right. I got this game for free from my mom's friend's brother. He doesn't have a manual. He also gave me Shadow the Hedgehog, which I kept. And I'm kind of glad I kept that because the game's actually going for a lot now. Because of the freaking Sonic 3 movie. Medal of Honor Frontline. I was just literally talking about this in my PlayStation 1 game collection. This was the first Medal of Honor game that was released on PlayStation 2. And it's a good time. Get to relive D-Day. And it had a really good control scheme. The frame rate is absolutely dog water, but other than that, it's still a really good time. And like I said, this is pre Call of Duty. It was like a year before Call of Duty, actually. So they didn't know what they were getting into. There was a time when both Call of Duty and Medal of Honor coexisted, along with Battlefield. So that was interesting. That was an interesting time. So people would argue, oh, Medal of Honor's better, Call of Duty's better, da 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 da. And in my opinion, if you ask me, Medal of Honor's better. I still like Call of Duty, but Medal of Honor is definitely a much more fun series. Just my opinion. Get Genji, Dawn of the Samurai. This is a very poor condition copy. I haven't even played this, to be honest. And it might be good, I just don't know. It looks similar to kind of like Samurai Warriors for sure. But anyway. There's the disc in the manual. I think it has advertisement for the Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. There's artwork in the back? Well, I'll be damned. That is cool. No, but what's in here? Oh. PlayStation Underground. And there's the disc. Let me know if this game is actually any good, though, because I definitely want to try to play it. And that is, inside is dusty. I need to clean that. Or dirty. What did they spill in this game, or game case? Beer? Anyway. 2 more games that will end this part. My original copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Battle Nexus. Definitely a good game for sure. It's not my favorite of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games, but I still... Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games. Yeah. But still very good. I 100%ed it, which I was really proud of. And if you beat the game, you actually got a bonus unlockable of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game from the 80s. The only thing that sucks about that is that they changed the music, which really, really sucked. That was pretty crappy. But they did kind of make it up later because in the Cowabunga collection they restored the music, so can't fault them for that. This is based on the other seasons of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 03 series. Alright, last game for this part, and then we'll move on to the next part. The Shield the game. Yes, I did a gameplay of this. This is actually one of the first gameplays I ever did on my channel, because I was like, what can I play on my channel? And it was like, oh, the Shield. And I have never seen the Shield before. I still haven't. Even though I have the first season, I really want to get into it, because I love Michael Chiklis as Vic Mackey. And this game was actually not bad. It's not great. It's kind of weird. I know Mind Pulp, I think, did a gameplay of this. It really is as weird as they said it was. It was cool that they got some of the voices to reprise their roles, though. That was pretty cool. I think it was one of the last games made by Fox. Oh no, it wasn't even Fox Interactive. It was some other studio or game company. Yeah, if you want to check out my gameplay of it. Okay, I'll tell this before I end this video. There was a part like near the end of the game, or maybe it's near the middle or whatever. I actually dropped the F-bomb on camera. What the F was that? And like, I didn't even realize I said it until I actually said it, because I was getting really frustrated because I was like trying to figure out where to go. But if you watch the released video, I was like, what the was that? That also happened with Web of Shadows, because I was getting so pissed off with people repeating lines. It was hilarious. But yeah, the Shield the game is actually okay. It's not the greatest game, but if you like the show, I think you'll like the game. It's a time. Anyway, that's that part of the PlayStation 2 Game Collection. We, believe it or not, we got way more to go and way more to film, and I got probably over 300, 400 games, so stick around for those. So you'll see these in parts. So part 1.2, 1.3, whatever. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and thank you all for watching. Bye bye.